Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to my channel and the Mixed Media Frenzy. That's where we all take the same sketch or layout and use it as our inspiration. And this is the one that we will be using today, and it's by Sandra Wallace, and it's Craft Plus is what her blog is called. So she must like craft because there is craft on this layout. And I'm going to, well, my intentions was to really scrap lift it and have it a lot like it, but it's going to turn out a little bit different. Yeah, I kind of slid off the path I started on. I'm just showing things that look a lot like what's in the original inspiration layout, and she put her craft paper on top of another paper. You can see it peeking out around there, and she cut the edges with scissors, and so it's not super straight. So I didn't try to make mine super straight either. I kind of liked that look, and I didn't cut enough off. I was worried I'd cut too much and I wouldn't be happy. So I tried to stay close to the edge, and I guess I stayed a little too close. So I had to cut a little bit more off. And the original shows what looks like maybe washi tape down the middle. I'm not going to put that on there. I am going to put those two pieces of paper that you see over there on the right. And of course, my mixed media is going on first. I'm just using gesso with this first stencil by Tim Holtz. I think it's called burlap. I think that's what it's called. I think it's the burlap one. And then the other one, I'm not sure if it has a name. It's by Cartabella, and I don't really remember seeing the name on there, but it's a Cartabella one, and it has little X's. Well, some are bigger than others, I think, or offset one. And I'm going to use the teal color. If you look in the original, she has some a teal aqua kind of color in the background. And so I'm using my paint and I'm adding it to modeling paste. Plus I'm adding a tiny bit of blue because I want two shades. She don't have two shades, but I have some flowers I plan on putting on here. And some of them are two shades. I'm only going to pick the two shade ones out. I'm not going to pick the other ones out. I'm going to pick the ones that's going to match my background. And I'm going to have more than one. You know, I looked at that and I thought, oh, one flower? I'm not sure. And if you see peeking out from behind that picture of the inspiration layout, a little black half circle thing, that is thread that I planned on putting on the layout. No, did not make it there. I thought for sure if it was on my desk while I was creating that I would remember it. And I did right at the end when I got ready to show. And I thought, really, I'm not quite sure where to put it at. So I didn't go ahead and put it on there. If I'd thought of it sooner, though, it would have made it on there. I even had some black eyelash trim that I was planning on putting on there and forgot it too. It was laying over to the side. It wasn't on my desk. But by the time I got everything else on there, I thought, man, if I put any more stuff on there, I'm going to have to pull stuff up to do it. So they didn't make it on there. If you look really close on the original, the inspiration one, you'll see a film strip peeking out. It kind of looks like the last time I put a film strip on the layout. Yeah, there you couldn't really see it by the time I got done. But this time you can see a little bit more. So, yeah. Oh, and she used 3 photos, but they're all the same photo. I looked at them and tried to see a difference in them, and there isn't any. And I thought, well, rather than print 3 out of the same thing, I'm just going to go ahead and use one. And that's my grandson, Jason, and his mama, Erin. And she posted this on Facebook. And y'all know I've said before, if they have a title of some sort with their picture on Facebook and I get it off of there, I'll use that or close to it. Well, she said he was a sweet boy and that she was blessed. So my title's Blessed Beyond Measure. And the butterflies. My mind was blank. I was thinking flowers, and I thought, nope, that's not it. Because I was thinking about other stuff than what I was talking about. Yeah, I was thinking about the Facebook post. Anyway, I thought it was really cute when I seen it because he was giving her a kiss. But the butterflies, I'm going to have them go up the page and get smaller and smaller like they're flying away. And hers is the opposite. She has the smallest at the bottom. But I'm going to have more. Y'all know I like more. So, yeah. And I fussy cut them out last night while I was watching TV. And they were super thin. I mean, that's not very thick paper. And so I put some craft cardstock. Well, I don't know if it's really cardstock or not. It's not near as firm as other cardstocks. Let's put it that way. But I put it behind it and glued it before I cut them out. And they felt a lot thicker with 2 pieces of paper there to cut, but still not as thick as you would think. Anyway, I think the glue helped make them stiffer because when I went to bend them and shape them so I could put the foam tape behind them, they felt stiffer, like I really had cardstock on there. But like I said, it's really not because it's pretty flimsy when you go to move it around. But I am picking out the colors that I like on the flowers. Well, I like them all, but I wanted them all to be the same on the layout. So I'm just picking the two-toned ones to go on my layout to match my two-tone background. And these are by Prima. And I have used them on several layouts. I think there was 4 on there to start with. And I think the bigger spray I ended up on 2 layouts. So I'm using the smaller spray for this one. And I am going to use the whole thing. But I'm cutting it apart as usual. And making it go farther. They're like a black gemstone. And they do have that little strip of plastic goes behind them. And that was clear to start with. It's kind of on the yellowed side. But you can't tell it really by the time it goes on the craft. It looks okay. Now, if I'd been putting on white, it might have made a difference. But I've had it a long time. So I guess I better plan on using the next one when I'm using craft. Because, like I said, it worked really well on there. I might have to check my other layouts and see how they fared over the years. Because I don't think I've used these in several years. It's been a while. And let's see, where am I at on here? Oh, I'm just trying to arrange the flowers. And I kept thinking, it needs something else. I need more. You know me, I need more. So I pulled out my Diamond Press Tropical Foliage, and I only used a couple of the smallest dies. And one is that leaf that's kind of hollow. And then the other one's just a really small spray. It has 5 leaves, but it's small. And I only want it small because if you look at my layout right now, big ones won't fit. Thought about using my punch, but big ones won't fit. It's not big leaves on my punch, but bigger than what needed to go on here. So I'm just going to kind of work them in and glue the flowers down at the same time and scatter them throughout the layout. Oh, I forgot to mention, I moved my cluster a bit, my huge cluster to the right where it's kind of centered on the original. And the reason I did that is because my title is so big. That word bless, it's over like 6 inches. And I thought I'd been putting it to the side like they had theirs, but then once I got it out there and got stuff started going down, well, I started to put the picture on and thought I'd better wait and do the title and figure out where it was at before I actually adhered the picture down. I decided to kind of center it underneath the picture so I'd have room for that big butterfly over to the left. And yeah, so mine's a little off center, and that's going to make me want to put something in that upper left-hand corner. It's kind of hard not to when it's empty. So yeah, I will be putting a little bit of something there just to fill that spot in, so I'll be happy. Oh, and if y'all I did it kind of on the quick side, and I think I was talking. The paper pad that I'm using is Paper Studio, and it's called Everyday Craft. I don't know if they still have it or not because I've had it for a long time. And I bought it to make junk journals with. And so those scraps that look like a lot of scraps, they're not really scraps. They're pre-cut rectangles and stuff to go in my interactive junk journals, which I usually make them and give them to nieces when they're a teenager because they really like them, and they put their, I make sure there's places for them to journal and put pictures, and they really like getting them. And I haven't made one in a while, which reminds me, I ought to make the girls, my granddaughters, each one. But at least I've got stuff pre-cut for it. If I can remember how to make it, it's been a while. Oh, and I'm done with my layout. Look at that. All I have to do is put the little splatters here and there, and I don't put a whole lot, but I wanted to go ahead and kind of match that burlap, and have some white speckles here and there. But that's it. That's my layout. And if you look down there below, you'll see links to all the other gals that are doing Mixed Media Frenzy. There's about 6 of us, and they will all be using the same layout that I used as their inspiration. And if you all would like to try the same layout as your inspiration and post your creation on Facebook in the Mixed Media Frenzy group, we'd love to see it. And at the end of the month, we always have a hop that everybody can join in on, sign up for, and join in on. And we will have a sketch or layout to use as our inspiration for that one. But yeah, that's it. That's my layout. And see what I meant about the two-tone flowers? I kind of like them. They're like my favorite in there. I like them all, but those are my favorite ones. And if you leave a comment below, I'll get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. But can you all see why I had a hard time just putting one of those cute little flowers? I love those little flowers. But yeah, we don't have a Michael's here, and I got it at Michael's. It's Recollections. And it's maybe my 3rd package that I bought there. And I haven't been to Michael's in like a couple of years now. So I'm making them stretch. I am using them. I'm not really hoarding them. I am using them. But I hope you all have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. Bye.